No prep, no talking. Dave, there's something different about you. What's going on here?
Figure this is my best chance to bring Y-Rat back for at least 1 week while I'm up there in up high in the standings. That candy ass Dave thought he was going to lose all the way up until the last play on Monday night. He thought that Henry was going to score 3 touchdowns in the last 2 seconds. Big wuss. I knew I was going to win the whole time. Time had no chance.
Oh, I see what happened. So, third place is pretty high in the rankings for you. It's worth celebrating.
It's the highest I've been. I think it's the highest I've ever been. That's Y-Rat. All right, this doesn't feel good. Hold on a second. Hey,
Dave, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. Hey,
Yeah.
I wanna start out the podcast with a formal apology. We were a day late on the podcast, and my email, the text thread, and the group chat has just been blowing up about the absence of the podcast. It's everywhere. I mean, I was trying to work today, and I'm responding to message. No, I don't think anybody said a word about it.
2 people.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 3.
I
Maybe 3.
I was doing interviews all day. I haven't been
Yeah.
on the chat, so it didn't feel like it was
Andy,
heavy.
Rennie and Junior's life fell apart.
Oh my!
Everybody
Oh,
else,
you want to know
it
what?
didn't seem to matter.
Let me see where we at here.
So yeah, 3 people had their life fall apart, and
No, you want to know what
the rest of
So last night I got home from. Reason we didn't record the podcast last night is because we went to visit Mackenzie at college. Keith Gailey's daughter was playing against Mike Tieman's daughter. Mike Tieman's daughter goes to Indiana Wesleyan, where Mackenzie goes. Camden Gailey goes to Spring Arbor. They were playing each other, and we were like, "Oh, we're gonna go up and watch that soccer match," but it's like a 2.5 hour drive. So by the time I got home, it was like 1 in the morning. We also had new phones delivered yesterday, and so Katie was like, "Oh, you gonna set the boys' phones up?" And I was like, "At 1 o'clock in the morning?" But so I set Jack's phone up and I set my own phone up, and I guess like I hadn't gone, like literally woke up this morning, went to work, had interviews with people like all day, and so this is the first time I've checked into it. So it's the fact
yeah.
that like I didn't even open the app, that because normally it would tell me if I had something, but when I set up the new phone, I hadn't signed in yet.
I mean, we didn't even communicate. All you said is I can't do it.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
tomorrow, and I'm like, what's that? Like, what's going
yeah.
on? I was in the dark too. So, so I don't know if you saw. I suggested a reason why you didn't make
Oh.
it. That a couple people jumped on, or at least one.
Let's see. The Reds lose back to back and no podcast this morning. What is the world coming to? Reds is a 1-and-out tournament at this point. Yeah. And then this is all about the Reds. We will resume league updates and podcasts momentarily. All right.
So Andy, he chimed in.
I mean, what is happening? Yeah. Kevin said he had to get his vag wax, and so everything got postponed. And now we've got some photos.
So that explains you. That explains what you had. Me, I watched the Reds.
Yeah.
And I just was up. I just went to bed. I could have done it last night. Updated everything.
And then you deleted the league post. So now
I was trying to rush.
Like I think I told you,
Michelle and I started going to this like a marriage group at Crossroads. It's the first thing we've ever done at Crossroads together. So, we have to leave at like 6. So like 6 or so. And I got home like I didn't have much time. And so I'm like burning through it. I get all the way to the last, I've already done 5 matchups. I was on Rennie and Adam, and I was typing, and then I thought I was trying to click over a little bit, and I didn't even know there's a little thing that says clear, and then it clears and saves all at once. And I know you're sitting there thinking, why don't you do it on Word and cut and paste and maybe I'll start doing that because that would be smart. But I didn't. I had it all because now I lost all the high point stuff. I got to recreate that. I got to recreate the best of the week and overall and normally I just have to tweak it a little bit. So I did get it updated right before this. Got the matchups on there, a little abbreviated. I was a little more wordy, but I wanted to get it out there before the podcast. So
Did you see what you lost because of this snafu?
what'd I lose?
Andy moved
I
your
was
your
yeah.
placement for the golf outing.
Well, you've seen me play golf. I'll find a way to hit my ball wherever they are, even on a par 3 course.
Oh,
What are you doing over here at hole 9? Oh, well, that's just where my ball went.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Let's.
Let's get through this.
Now that we're getting caught back up on everything. Oh my goodness! I got so many things. I didn't even know this was all happening.
Hey,
Man.
You got time for that later.
Yeah. Well,
it's
all about the fantasy thing. So it's like,
no.
This episode is not starting out well.
No,
we had
the
Wide
whole
Rat.
The whole 2 days have been crappy, just falling apart.
This is why I'm gonna have to tell everyone and be like, no, Wednesday night, 9:30, we record the podcast. No matter what else is happening in the world, this is what we do. We apologize.
Because you had told me it was earlier. It was before I even got home. Normal, like if we were doing the podcast as normal, I wouldn't know. I would either during the Reds game or something before the podcast, I would have done all the update.
Yeah.
But because we weren't doing a podcast, and I'm like, oh, I'll wait till after. Then I was so distraught that they lost that I said screw it. And then I was gone
Dave.
all day. I had to go all the way to Louisville.
Let's reset, today. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you have a Miller Time Team of the Week?
I do. So we talked about this, and every week you've questioned me, and I feel like to put it off any longer would be an injustice.
Yeah.
And so this is a guy that was 2-0, and he faced another team 2-0, and he got the win. It wasn't his strongest performance ever, and he didn't get high points, and but he's 3-0 now, and well-deserved, maybe almost like a lifetime achievement award, because I almost never give it to him. But Flex is,
well, because it's interesting because you very well could have given it to Andy, right? I'm just saying, had a great week. Has had the highest scorer of anybody so far this season. Did well. You could have given it to Brennan, who maybe saved his season.
Yeah.
With a big win, but Travis just keeps winning.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, okay, at some point that means something,
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
If the Miller Time Award is worth anything,
yeah, I'm here for it. I'm saying it's about damn time. But at the same time, this wouldn't have necessarily, in the macro, it wouldn't have necessarily been the week where you're just like, oh, this one stood out over it, other than the fact that here he is, 3-0, just keeps doing what he does.
I mean, there were other candidates. I mean, we left Rennie for dead.
Yeah.
And, Ratty kind of laid an egg, and I mean, 78's not worthy of a Miller Time, but just getting the win with as much as we talked crap. Could have gone to him. Like I said, I feel like the only reason I didn't consider I didn't go with Brandon is because I feel like if we looked back on the history of Miller Time, how many times have I given it to the team that's beat Junior?
Yeah,
probably way too many times.
Oh, so
I'm like, you know what?
It would be one of those things where maybe we would have to talk about renaming the prize.
It would almost be the Hoop Junior Award.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and then your last second win, I'm like, you were one play away.
Let's not skip away. Let's not bury the lead. No. Okay. Hillbilly of the week. I gotta give it to Bad Beat Brian. To be 0-3, to be in the basement of all of this, and to know that you drafted 2 teams and you wish you had the other one.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been able to pick that team from that spot.
No,
Ed's
no.
spot was different.
Yep, it was. And they were very separated as far as like all that, how that worked. But one of his teams is finding some success, and one of his teams is finding no success. And I ran into Brian the other day, and I was like, "How you doing, Brian?" And it was not good. All right, it was.
Okay.
It was not. I don't know what the legality of it is, but like there were like middle school kids limping off the football field behind him. And so I don't know if some of that frustration was just like pouring over into like his coaching, but so.
Is that like, oh, did I ever tell you a story? My, I think it was 5th grade basketball coach that would show up, and strangely enough, his last name was Smith, where he was around Connersville. He's probably related to you somehow.
Okay.
But he was always drunk at practice, and he'd at the end of practice, we're all tired. He'd have his son, who was like 6, shoot free throws, and if he missed, we had to keep running. He couldn't even get it to the rim. So we always had to keep running.
Was his name Ben Affleck? Was the name of the movie The Way Back?
It might have been. That might be where they got the idea. Like, I didn't learn much basketball that season. I learned how to run.
All right. Well, those are our awards. Let's jump in and we'll talk about some of the other matchups. You mentioned it. Big win for Rennie, going 2-1 and defeating Ratty 74-78. That was a really close one.
See,
Josh decided to go with Browning at quarterback, and it cost him.
I thought maybe you would have. That almost was hillbilly worthy. You draft Nix as a backup to for a reason. If you're gonna pick Burrow, then you could say a lot of teams didn't even pick a second quarterback because they pick somebody that they're going to put in every week. But if you're going to pick Burrow and you're going to pick another quarterback, and one that I had Nix down as possibly, there were scenarios where I would have picked him late as my number 1 quarterback. So he doesn't start Nix. He goes with the hot hand.
Well, and here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing is that, I mean, I know that they were playing the Chargers, and the Chargers are like decent, right? You know what I mean? Defensively. I'm talking about Bo Nix here, like as they're playing. Nix is coming off a 27-point game. And I know that Browning had scored a 24 or something like that. And but Minnesota's
kind of feel like.
And now neither one of those guys
feel like they
lit it
didn't
on fire.
Game plan for Browning.
But the 5 points would have made the difference.
Yeah.
So Roddy honorable mention, but Rennie gets the win. I mean, and here's the thing, and Rennie said, like, Caleb Williams is the only reason he won.
I mean, he was. Well, I didn't do the math, but you don't have to do the math to see that it was almost half his score.
Yeah. Big win for Travis, 103-89. I mean, Lee still, 90 points. In our league, the way things have kind of been going, it's not terrible, but 30 points from Josh Allen, 17 points from Justin Herbert, who had been doing really well. That's really the difference in this one. You know what I mean?
He would have beat 5 other teams with that 89 score.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's
we get a big win from Y-Rats Revenge.
And it wasn't. It looks worse than it was. Like it was late. Some late scoring, and that game could have gone either way. And Henry could have had 3 touchdowns.
Henry got another 4th quarter fumble. Those are And Gibbs got
that late second touchdown was huge. Like it was like a trick play kind of thing, and
don't you think? I mean, do you know how bad I was like staring at the TV and thinking, is that a shovel pass?
Oh yeah, I was wondering that.
Like, could it be like close. A foot for you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah,
and I'm sitting there thinking Montgomery had the game. Like, how in the world did I get enough points out of Gibbs when Montgomery had like a billion
Well,
points.
I was looking at the lineups before that game started, and I was like, man, Brennan kind of taking a flyer starting Montgomery when Gibbs is obviously like the number one back, and then I'm watching the game and I'm like, oh, Brennan's a genius. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so
no doubt.
so Sundance gets a big win.
Yeah,
28 points out of Montgomery. Really, he's the highlight, but also outside of Flowers and Judy, which were like duds, getting double digits out of everybody else, that's
well,
really
and
helpful.
something big for him is Brown. This was his first game that he really showed up. AJ
Yeah.
Brown, like
Yeah.
he had 2 weeks where it's like,
Yeah.
what's going
Over
on?
100 yards and a touchdown. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a recipe for success. I mean, you'd want that for
yeah.
any wide
He
receiver.
he was one
Um,
more bad week away from being called a bust early.
yeah, and Junior gets a loss when Hertz goes for 35. That's tough. And his
I
kicker gets
know that's
21.
tough, and it's yeah, that's like when you get 50 some spots out of two, but he got. I mean, he scored 102. He would have beat a lot of people.
Yes. Yep. But it's not
Who
necessarily
you
who you
play?
play, it's when you play.
Yeah.
So,
So I hesitate to ask because I don't think it boded well for me. But how'd we do?
oh, so
I'm
far,
pretty sure.
this past,
I'm pretty sure it rode on that. You
yeah,
winning was the difference.
yeah, it was. So I got 3 this week and you got 2. All right.
Yeah.
And so that brings the total me 8, you 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
On a fourth down, most teams punt situation, and they throw it to him.
Yeah. Well, we got
And
we got one
all you
more.
needed was a catch for anything.
Yeah. We got one more matchup. We got Andy versus Ed.
Oh yeah.
Both scored over 100. Andy 127. We mentioned him. I mean, Lamar, huge game. Ed puts up a decent score, but still finds himself at 1 and 2. But the points will help him. I think Ed's got a legit shot here. I think that if he just pays attention to his lineup, he's got enough guys. I mean, if you score 100 points a week, things are going to go in your favor. We are getting closer to bye week, and that we'll see where it ends up. But man, Andy seems like he's got a great team. And then
So
I don't know
Andy might be looking at this and going, because this season I think we had it before, but we reinstituted the highest overall weekly score gets a prize, and he scored 127, so he's the current leader, but he also had CeeDee Lamb go down without scoring a point.
Yeah.
So Lamb gets, say, a normal 8 or 9, he's in the 130s, that'd be tough, somebody will get that, maybe they won't the whole rest of the season. It gets tougher with bye week, so
it does.
This is your chance. So yeah, that to score 127 with a 0 spot, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So and that brings us to Smitty versus Adam. Big matchup, rivalry, if you will. Like to like getting to play Adam. I get to play him twice this year. I feel like the last several years that's been the way, just the way that kind of like our thing. Not everybody changes. That first 3 weeks, but and I had posted in the chat, I was like, just kind of being joking with Adam. I was like, so you want like a bomb at the beginning of the game, or do you want, this to stretch out through the fourth quarter? And, it was not looking good for me. And then all of a sudden we get the touchdown, and then that's the.
Then it was looking like inevitable. And then crickets.
Well, and the
interesting
for a long is just time. Like when the touchdown happens. So the touchdown happens, and he only needs 5 yards, right? Yeah. And then in that next possession, it was like they got a lead, so it's like they run the ball twice, and then they throw a little screen or a little pass across the middle. It's in front of or behind him or in front of him, and he's like he barely gets a hand on it, he can't get to it, and then they punt, and then it's like. Nothing, it's like time just keeps ticking down. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, we've got a lead. All we got to do is run the ball. And then it's like, yeah, I don't know if you ever watch a game where it's just like you're just saying it, I only need 5 yards. And then you start to think,
Yeah.
well, I only needed
There's-
5 yards from anybody. You know what I mean? Like anybody
Oh yeah,
throughout
yeah.
up and down this lineup, I just needed 5 yards from something. And I honestly was like given over to the fact that like it wasn't gonna happen.
Well, I mean, that late there was no reason, no, like at least no projected
Well,
reason that most
especially,
teams.
well, I think we skipped some. So he scored the touchdown. The next possession, they score again, but it's where they did they give it to him, and then he does the pitch
Yes.
right to Gibbs,
Yeah.
and it was like that was super close. Like, and then he missed a reception that would have got it for him, and then like, so it comes down, like you said, comes down to a fourth down play. Why would you go for it there when you
Yeah.
don't have to? You could just punt the
Yeah.
ball away.
Your
Other
defense
than
have
the
been playing pretty well.
other than the fact that if you get this first down, you win the game, right?
Yeah.
Most likely, or it's way closer. So they throw the ball. So not only you got to throw the ball, you got to throw the ball to my guy. It has to be enough yards to like do it. And it's like, and it's just so crazy. And then I don't know if you saw, there's a flag on the play,
Oh, I don't remember that.
defensive holding. But like I'm dying because I'm like, what do you mean there's a flag on the play? You know what I mean? Like, is this
Yeah.
whole thing coming back now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they just punt. So yeah. But Rennie knows this. Everybody, most guys that play fantasy football long enough know this. Like, there's nothing like that moment. Needing one thing to happen.
Yeah.
There's no other time, you know what I mean? Like, into the game situation and it happening. Everything you need to happen happens in one play.
That could end up being a big win down the road. The difference of a spot,
Now, neither one of us lit the world on fire. Like,
No.
it was a bad week for both of us. And I actually had talked to Adam later on afterwards. I didn't, we didn't talk about the matchup. We were just kind of talking about our teams. And Adam feels really good about like his wide receivers and his running backs, which he should. He's got guys like on paper that sound like they're really good, but Brown, Neighbors, Harrison Jr., like those guys just not performing to the way that I think everybody, like
Yeah.
if I told you, hey, you get Marvin Harrison Jr. on your team, you'd be like, okay. Or,
Yeah.
hey, you get Chase Brown on your team at the beginning of the season, you'd be like, okay. And then you're like, oh, he scored 2 points, or, Harrison Jr. scored 4 points. You'd be like, you know what I mean? And so it's just one of those things where it's like, it hasn't panned out for him. I think he drafted guys that we all expected to probably play better than they are. So
Yeah.
be interesting to see what happens.
It's early. It's early.
It is early.
So hey, we didn't talk, so I didn't prep you for this.
Yep.
But I wanted to real quick
are you gonna say backup names and I gotta tell you what team they're on?
It's sort of. This is a reprisal of who they play for.
Oh no!
All right.
I do not
Now,
like this game.
Now, thing is, all these guys
Are
have
on my
scored a
team?
touchdown. No, they're not necessarily. I don't think, but they've scored a touchdown, so they're not nobodies. They've scored at least a touchdown this season in 3 weeks.
Oh my word!
So we'll start with Jake Tongs. Who do you play for?
Tongs.
If you don't have a clue, I'll give you a clue. Or if you don't have,
Carolina
if you don't know,
Panthers.
No, he's a tight end
Okay.
for the 49ers. You don't know Jake Tongs? All right.
I don't know.
We'll try Tylan Wallace.
Tylan Wallace. I'm like trying to visualize because I checked some of these things quite a bit. I feel like that I heard Tylan Wallace. Is Tylan Wallace a wide receiver?
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah. East Coast team? No.
I guess, yeah. I don't know my directions. Well,
Jacksonville?
yeah. I mean, he's close. He's in our division.
Is it Jacksonville? I said no.
He's a Raven.
Oh,
Maryland,
Baltimore.
that's East Coast, right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Yep.
that would count. Yeah, that's on
All
the
right,
coast.
this one maybe you might know this one. Bashful Tootin.
I know the name. I forget who he plays for. I've heard it. He's not a Steeler, is he?
No, he's a running back. You've already said the team once.
Oh, Carolina. Oh, he scored. I texted it. Yeah, I was like, what the heck is like, you know what I mean? What is he doing?
Torrey Horton. Not to be confused with Torrey Holt. Torrey Horton.
Torrey Horton. Is he a Raider?
He's actually scored 2 touchdowns. And he might score another one tonight.
Oh.
He could be scoring one right now.
Does he play for?
So he's on one of those 2 teams.
Let's go with the Seahawks.
He's a rookie Seahawk. He scored twice. And then this last one, Will McDonald. This was kind of a tricky one.
Oh.
And you made reference to it on the group me.
I made reference.
He's a defensive player.
But is he also a running back?
Nope, he's a defensive end.
Oh, I don't know.
So remember you posted something about field goals being blocked and returned for touchdowns?
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those guys. Which one?
Oh, is he an Eagle?
No, he's a Jet.
Oh.
So you didn't do so hot. These are all guys that have scored.
Listen, I don't know.
2 of them have scored twice.
I don't know who any of these people are. I don't even pay attention. I'm like Adam. I've checked out this year.
So maybe in a few weeks we'll try another episode of who they play for.
All right. So back to what we were talking about. So the breakdown goes. I gotta try to see if I have the record.
Are you having a stroke?
No. Week 2, we both got 3 right.
Okay.
Week 1, we both got 2 right. All right. So so that put us at 5 and 12. 5 for 12. All right. 5 for 12. 5 out of 12. All right. So then you got 2 right. So that gives you
Which
7.
I thought I had 3.
7 out of 18.
I thought I had 3.
7 out of 18.
I mean,
and that puts me at 8 for 8. 8 out of 18.
Yeah. Lost it by a play.
Yep. So you picked Adam to win. He did not. You picked yourself to win. You did. You picked Ed to win. He did not. You picked Brennan to win. He did. You picked Lee to win. He did not. You picked Ratty to win. And he did not. So both of us got Ratty wrong.
Are they different? Yeah.
Yep. So, and so we will unveil this week's winning teams as soon as I pull up. So the week 4 matchups, we've got a big matchup between Rennie at 2-1 and Adam at 1-2. Kind of early. I mean, it is Thursday night, so some games are in progress
already
right
points
now.
On the board.
There's some.
But we made our picks before the points.
Yeah, we made our picks already before that. So we've got. We are split on this. I picked Rennie. You picked Adam.
I mean, he can't go 1-3, can he?
Okay, so that's your logic is he can't lose again. I think I'm more confident in Caleb Williams, and spoiler alert, Kyler not doing so hot as we speak.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking this score right now, and I might already be an 0-1.
So, so that's one matchup that we've got. We've got Heimtime Industries, Bad Beat Brian versus Call Me Ratty. The good news for both of these teams, Dave, is what? One of these teams is getting a win.
That's true. I mean, they need it.
One of these teams is going to get a win.
Although Ratty's sitting there at 1-2, but he's in 8th place, so he's got a playoff spot.
He does well. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you believe that Bad Beat Brian is going to bounce back? See what I did there?
that's what I said, but right
Yeah.
now the projections aren't saying that unless
Yeah. I,
Arizona starts scoring.
yeah. And then I believe that Ratty is going to win, but this halftime third quarter score for the Seahawks that can go down quick.
It
So
could. It could.
yeah. And there's still a lot of he's got a Miami Dolphins player on his team, so bad things could still happen to him. So, all right, we've got Junior off flexing and Flexity Flex. Here's the question, Dave. Are you ever gonna pick against Flex again?
Sure I will.
Oh,
If
did
the
we do
numbers are
what? Did we
right.
skip somebody?
No, I will.
No,
If the
no.
numbers are right, I will.
You'll. Oh, so
Did I not? I can't remember who I picked.
we both picked Flex.
Oh, well, yeah, that's probably smart.
Yeah. I mean, and if he wins, he could double up. He could get the Miller Time Team of the Week for going 4-0, and he could get the Hillbilly Harrison I Beat Junior award.
That's true.
Yeah.
One and the same almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like they're the same
I'm
award.
kind of hoping that somebody makes it like impossible for me to give it to Flex, even if he wins. Like just has the game of their life. Nobody,
Now,
if he's
Dave,
4-0.
I do like what you're doing here. We got a matchup between you and Ed, and
Okay.
and you confidently have gone with yourself.
I don't know if confidently is the right word, but I did go with myself only because, this is the 4th week and it's about time for Ed to pull an Ed and do something Ed like.
I see what you're thinking
Like,
there.
yeah. So like somebody's gonna between now and Sunday, they're gonna be hurt and not and out, and he won't see it, and I'll get a free spot, ahead advantage. So
Okay,
no,
that
I don't
could
know.
happen.
Right now, he's projected higher, but I still haven't got the final word on Daniels. Once he his numbers are a little higher. So if I go with him, the projections would be the same. I might not go with him. May looked pretty good. So I don't know.
I don't know if you saw this when you were looking down at. He has Jonathan Taylor on his team, Dave.
I know. I don't like that. Although I think he plays a little better defense, right?
He plays the Rams
This week. I mean, it's better than.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You're hoping that it's a passing Indy game, right?
Yes,
Not
I
a
am.
handoff to Jonathan Taylor game.
We can pass to Jonathan Taylor all he wants. Shovel pass,
No, we
screen
can't.
pass.
No, that's been
bubble
outlawed.
pass.
Shovel passes.
Yes.
They're non-existent on Indy.
All right.
So no, I don't feel great because Ed's got a good team, or he's been playing. He's got, like I said, we are almost identical
already,
in total points.
I picked Ed.
Yeah, you did. You did pick Ed. So.
All right. Next up, we've got Carry the Boats versus the Sundance Kid. Both guys coming off of wins. Andy 3-0.
Yeah.
Brennan 1-2.
Look at freaking Andy.
Yeah.
3-0, coming off of last year, good season. It's almost like he kind of knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he projected to score 105.
Yeah.
But just like Flex, neither one of us are betting against Andy.
Did we both pick Andy?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, come on now.
That's probably smart.
Yep. And then last but not least, you'll have to walk me through this. Now, if you tell me, hey, Kevin, I know you're always going to pick yourself, and this is a place where maybe I can pick up one, that's fine. But do you have more confidence in Lee's team than you do my team?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. Whoa.
No, I kind of figured you wouldn't pick against you, and I thought this would be a way to catch up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
but it
fine.
could backfire, and I could be, even more down. And and have to buy you chicken, which in and of itself wouldn't be a horrible thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now I mean Lee had a good first 2 weeks. If he plays like he did that, he'll beat you easily because you don't score more than 80. But you know, if he has a week like he did last week, it'll be close.
Dave, listen, how do I schedule me? Let's see. Week 1, I played some dumbass, and I scored 99 to their 85.
Yeah, that was a barn. That was like nail biter.
Yeah. And then in week 2, I took a tough loss to Ratty, who scored 120, which is now we know a fluke because he didn't do it first week, and he obviously didn't do it last week. But I scored 112. And then this past week, I got a win against a tough opponent in Adam where we both scored low. I scored 81. He scored 79. So I wouldn't say that I score 80 every week, Dave.
Don't come at me with facts. I can only see 1 week at a time.
in that time, I've lost a quarterback.
You're projected for 92.
Dave, have you ever looked at my bench? I've dropped some people since then.
You've eliminated some red.
If
in your ledger.
If there's a sucky backup running back in the NFL, I now have them on my team. So
a flurry of moves on this morning, that's for certain.
I had contemplated I investigated some trades for running backs, but I ended up, this is the truth. If I was to trade for a running back, it would cost me one of my 2 top 5 wide receivers.
Yeah, because even like me, why would I give up Mason, who's on my bench, because I can't play 3 running backs because there's no league that exists where you can. One of your starters.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah, you mean you don't want Jordan Addison for Mason?
No.
So and then here's the thing too, and I know this, like, and I knew I didn't. It wasn't that I didn't mean to do it. I did it, but I was like, so Scatterboo had 2 weeks, okay?
Yeah.
And I was desperate for wide receivers because I have wide receiver problems. They're either hurt or suspended.
Yeah.
And so, and at the time, like Ford was, but I ended up, and I needed to drop somebody, and then I had to drop pick up a quarterback too. But I had at the time when I did this, when I dropped Scatterboo, I thought to myself, he's a rookie. He will probably get better, but this was the truth. And this is what I thought. I don't necessarily need him.
Yeah.
Okay. I have Hubbard. I have whoever I just dropped that got hurt. He's dead to me, Connor. And then I have Jones Sr.
Yeah.
And then in 7 days, I had Hubbard. All those guys were gone. Like,
yeah.
So
and
it was
Scatterboo now is like probably the lead back, and he's fun to watch.
Yeah. So Adam picked him up, and I dropped him, and that was a mistake on my part. I should have dropped Ford and not him. But at the time, even if at the time I would have said, oh, if Scatterboo does great, that's awesome. The chances are, if my guys stay healthy, I won't ever need him. You know what I mean? Like, I probably wouldn't have played him over those other guys unless he really started, popping off. But now I'm in a situation where I would desperately need him.
Yeah. The silver lining is that had he played him against you, he would have beat you by a lot because he had him on his bench.
Yeah. But I mean, at the time, would you have put him in over any of his starters? You know what I mean? Like it would have been
Yeah, I mean
tough to.
he had ETN and Chase Brown. I mean, I kind of thought that was
I
going to
mean,
be a closer game.
you would have maybe said, okay, without Burrow, maybe, but a lot of people thought they were going to lean on Brown even more with Burrow being hurt. But I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
if we
I,
made
I had
did Minnesota turn into a great defense against the Bengals, or were they always a great defense?
I think there were. I mean, the one takeaway was just like, was it Fant that was just running with the ball, and all of a sudden it's like, nope, I'll take that, thank you.
Yeah. No, it was
I
terrible. It
mean,
was terrible.
Jamar got in on it. They were all P. Ryan got in on it. They were all turning the ball over.
Yeah. The
Like, here,
good
you have a ball. You have a ball. Everybody gets a
yeah,
ball.
it was that was ugly. The last two, not today's Reds game, but the two games before that were atrocious.
Yeah.
If you're a Cincinnati fan, it's a tough place to be. And we got to play the Broncos. So it's like, I'm not sold on the Broncos offense, but their defense is really good. So I don't know. And my team's a train wreck. How do you feel about your team, Dave? Let's talk about mine a little bit more. I have so many guys that are hurt and suspended. I don't know what to do.
You got to keep Burrow all season. I mean, you can't, can you? Not with the way you're needing spots and you're needing to take chances.
I don't know. Aaron Jones is coming off in like 3 weeks. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I did get Jordan Addison back. He's off suspension.
Yeah, but now he's got.
So
I guess, is McCarthy coming back? Is it going to be Wentz? Do you know who's going to be throwing it to him? None of that's decided.
no, but I think Minnesota's offense is better with him on the field. It takes some pressure off of Jefferson, and I think then it becomes easier for whoever. But I thought we made Carson Wentz look like Dan Marino, so maybe Carson Wentz is just fine.
And then, do you think Rice comes back and is like suddenly a number one, or is Mahomes going to do what he normally does and throw it to 10 people?
I think that gets limited a little bit when he comes back. I mean, it's going to take a little bit. I don't think it's going to be week one. He's going to put up 20 points, but I think that he becomes more of a number one option. The good thing for me is that, at wide receiver, at least, if he comes in and starts scoring and doing great, well, then that's great for me. But like, wide receiver is not my problem. I can score what most teams are scoring between 3 wide receivers, between 2 wide receivers. Just because of having the number 1 and the number 4 wide receiver in football. But
yeah, that helps.
Yeah, but the problem is I have the number 100 and the number 150 running backs in football. So and I have the number, I have a quarterback that supposedly scores a lot, but he doesn't score a lot when I start him. So all I hear is that they never punt the football, but that doesn't help when all he does is hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor the game I decide to start him. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't know. It's can you believe that we're already looking into week 4 here?
I know.
It just feels like yesterday that we were at the tavern not eating chicken.
Yeah. This season, it's just been something.
Yeah. It's as soon as Burrow gets hurt, are you kind of just like, just screw it?
I wasn't, because of the way Browning finished that game.
Yeah.
I thought, hey, all right, they got a good team. All they need is a game manager. And he didn't manage the game. And maybe they have a week they can prepare different against. I mean, how much is the NFL kicking themselves for having Bengals Denver Monday Night Football now that Burrow's hurt? That's that's going to be a tough sell for. Are the Mannings doing it? Do you know? They're going to be just talking up a storm about how great Burrow is. Careful, you'll break him.
That's why he's wrapped in styrofoam, Dave. Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, everyone, it's great to be back in fantasy football. The podcast is here.
Yay.
Sorry for
The
the
league
delay.
update is not complete, but at least the matchups are there.
So are you saying that in the first one you were trying to be funny, in this new one not so much?
I think I left a few jokes out because I couldn't remember them, and I was trying to do it right before we did this.
Okay.
I
You
don't
got
know
the
how many
bell
people-
curve part right.
Yeah. Well, because I had a thing that said, I think the title said,
Why you always
"Are
start
you
with
thinking
the
what I'm
glass-"
thinking? You glad to see a bell curve or something like that?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But why are you so glass half empty? Kevin was a late fourth down pass completion away from losing.
you notice that?
Yeah. Why can't we lead with the positive? Did anybody
So-
see the amazing comeback victory that Smitty had over Adam?
I could be starting to get a little better that I don't know that anybody ever reads or watches anything that I or we do, because I've had this. Have you looked? Did you even see the league poll?
No,
Pays-
the league polls are not in a place where you see that, where they're like
I
evident.
know.
Okay, listen to me. If you want to do a poll, do it in GroupMe.
Okay. Because I kind of did this one in jest. It was just most like
Is it expired?
no, it's there.
All right. Do you ever look at the league poll? What is the league poll? Yeah, 2 votes for what is the league poll.
Oh, wow. I didn't know there were 2 votes.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Then
there you
you're
go.
on there and Junior's on there.
Yeah. Oh, well, everyone, good luck this week. I play against Lee, and good luck, Lee. I would never want to make you mad, so I hope you do well.
Yeah. Good answer.
Yes. And if something happens, Lee, and I happen to win and you lose, it's Junior's fault. So go beat him up, all right? So enjoy your weekend. We will see you guys. Good luck on Sunday. Big Monday night football game for the Bengals. Who Day. Let's get a win. Let's stay at the top of the AFC. I mean, here we are. We're dying, Dave. And we're in first place in the AFC North.
It's precarious first place.
It is like yeah. It's a race to this.
2 eke out wins and a blowout.
And we've only lost 1 game, and Baltimore's lost 2.
I know. And yeah.
So
But everybody thinks that they're way better than us.
But they are.
And they could lose again. Like, is Kansas City gonna beat them? You know, I mean,
Adam, we are so like, let's go.
Time for Mahomes to shine.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. It would be beautiful. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later. Thanks, Dave. Peace.
See ya.